What's happening, y'all? Feeling good this morning? It's Free Friday for you. It's Thanksgiving for me. That means that today for you is yesterday for me. Subscribe today for hundreds of free videos. Having another great day over here. Thank you, Lee Mack. I love this t-shirt. I bought this t-shirt because I got to support my man and his positive message. So look, today's Free Friday I'm going to be piggybacking on the Zydeco harmonica lesson, or Cajun harmonica lesson. But I really just want to talk about what these three splits that belong in the major pentatonic scale can do. Like you can have lots of fun with just these three notes. You can put other notes in there, but the main three notes that you're concentrating on are the 1 and 4 tongue block split. This is a C harmonica. So I'm just playing 1 and 4 and blocking the 2 in the middle, 2 and 3. And then I'm just going to move up and I'm going to do the same thing on 2 and 5 blow. So I'm playing 2 and 5 and blocking 3 and 4 in the middle. And then 3, 6. Blocking 4 and 5. So I like to mess around with this stuff a lot. And I really like taking my tongue on and off the harmonica when I'm doing that. I mean, if you don't get anything out of this lesson other than that, that's $1 million thing that you got on Free Friday. Like, actually, if somebody said you could have $1 million, Jason, but you'd never be able to do that again, I wouldn't take the million. Maybe that mean, I don't know, that might mean that I'm dumb, because I'm definitely poor. So right? So anyway, so let's talk about it a little bit. So you can use the 4 draw, the 1 and 4 split. You can use that on 1 on the 1 chord, and of course you can use the other ones too, right? But you want to save the 2-5 blow split for the 4 chord, and then you can go back to the 1-4 draw split on the 5 chord. So the 3-6 blow split would be the heaviest thing. Like, say we're playing blues, right? The 3-6 blow split would be the most obvious thing to play on the 1. Now I'm going to the 4. Right, and then, of course, you got that big chord down there. Now, let's talk about for a second. What I'm really doing is using a lot of major pentatonic scale stuff. So if you haven't seen my videos, it's linked below. I'm going to link 2 videos below. The Zydeco video I made before, which explains that 1-4-5 thing, and or how to play blues Zydeco, right, or blues Cajun. And then I'm going to link a couple of major pentatonic scale videos. So here's your major pentatonic. And there's a couple of notes below that are just repeated notes, but a lower octave. And then you have that beautiful chord. Pardon me, I'm by an airport in Phoenix, Arizona, on the road. And you can learn all these little licks. Just go check out my video. I said I was only going to link 2 videos. I'll link a couple of little country major pentatonic licks. All right, let's start with something simple. Okay, so we're gonna do a 1-2-3 chord, and then we're gonna scoop under the three double bend. We'll scoop the 3 double bend into 3 draw, and then slap our tongue on 1 and 4 split. That will be what we're working on. Ready? I just realized that would be an Applebee rhyme. Applebee is not a restaurant that I really enjoy going to, but it does rhyme with that would be. Okay, so there it is, right? And these planes. So you're going to run out of breath pretty quick, so you're going to have to find spots to breathe. So I blew out on that 2-5 split, got rid of a little air. So that's my main vamp right there, is that chord right there. Then the scoop. So I'm 3 double bend, 3 draw, 1 4 draw, tongue block split. And then I just kind of exhale on 2-5 and then go back to the 1 draw just to get rid of some air. But I could go somewhere else. I could go up to the 3-6 split. That's kind of nice because then I get 2 blow notes to get rid of some of that air and a different rhythmic and melodic option. I really like using the 3-7 triple hole split up top. It's the major third of 1. That's a fancy way of saying it works well on that chord, or really on all the chords, but especially that one. And another thing I like to do too is keep that tongue block position and just slide down to that 3 draw. Love it. I love that sound. Reminds me a lot of the way Taj Mahal plays. He's such a fun harmonica player to listen to, with all those chunky rhythms. But I'm doing it a little more country, maybe a little smoother. But I don't know, a little too smooth. Maybe it's too smooth. And I like jumping a lot, like from the 3 draw up to the 5 blow. Now I'm tongue blocking most of this, like even the single notes. But when I get into the intricate bending stuff, or especially when I start doing stuff like anything like that, that was a little sloppy. I need to brush up on that. I need to brush up on a lot of stuff. Anyway, that kind of stuff. That kind of like Charlie McCoy country, you know, those fiddle lines, major pentatonic fiddle lines. I'll lip purse those, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, I want to leave my tongue on the harmonica. First of all, I think it's easier. It might feel harder at first if you're not used to tongue blocking single notes, but it makes the harmonica feel smaller than it is, and it makes everything like more rhythmic and more relaxed too. Like it feels more relaxed to play, and you get the nice little chordal sounds and the rhythmic punches. And I feel like I can jump and skip those notes, whereas if I'm lip pursing, I feel like I'm like trying to pick out particular things, like. And that's a lot harder for me than it's much easier much easier tongue blocking once you get used to it, and probably sounds better, but you're definitely going to run into some problems with that fast, buttery lip pursing. Hey, that was sounding pretty good right there. I like that thing. Man, them planes are messing up my killer chops. Sorry, planes, but it's true, right? Okay, it's gone. Okay. Now the plane is gone. I can't do it. Yeah, man, but that's it. Like for example, something like that, I don't even think it's possible tongue blocking. Now, if you're the guy that can do that, just put a link to you doing it in this video, and I will come out and share it and tell everybody I'm wrong, and then I'll get to work trying to figure out how I'm going to do it that way, but I don't think it is. Every time I ask a 100% tongue blocker that's like an anti-lip purser to do something like that, they just tell me, why would you want to? Why would you need to? But they'll tell me that you can do everything lip pursing that you can do, or anything you can do lip pursing, you can do tongue blocking. But then when I ask them to do something like that, they tell me that nobody should do that. Instead of just showing me that it can be done. Anyway, I think it sounds cool. I like that lick. And then a lot of this stuff is in my chicken picking video. Okay, scratch everything I said about I'm only putting 2 videos in. Chicken picking will be down there too. All right. Anyway, that's enough. So excuse me, I just woke up. What are we talking about here? We're mainly talking about these notes. I just started having too much fun. If you just take those 3 notes and you tongue block them and you start that tongue slapping business, you're going to have a lot of fun. Especially if you just kind of like force yourself to stay on them. Yeah, that's it. That's it. There's my the $1 million chop. And all of that chunky pop, pop, that's all that tongue blocking stuff. And in between the chords, I'm just hitting them chords, and then so it's all that same. And spit is the number one enemy of the harmonica. Joe Falisco quote. Good Thanksgiving, y'all. It's important to be grateful. Let me tell you what. No matter what's going on in your life, and believe me, I know, I have had some hard times. Like we all have. And a lot of my hard times were self-inflicted. Meaning, I did things that I felt rotten about, and I didn't, and things that hurt other people, and for a long time I carried that weight, and even when I was trying to get better, I carried around that weight of guilt and shame, and also the knowledge of what had been done that I didn't like. You know, you guys know that I did a whole year in jail for something I didn't do. And I pled guilty to it too, because they were threatening me with, a longer time in prison. And I didn't want to go to prison. So for 12 years, so I pled guilty to this thing. And, for a long time I carried that around. I was real angry about that. And you know what it did, carrying that around? What it did was it made me ruin today. It made me ruin in the next day. And it made me do more dumb stuff that I was guilty of. And believe me, when I went to jail for that year, I might not have done the thing that they convicted me of, but I did a lot of other stuff too, right? Anyway, the point is having another great day. The point is my attitude. My attitude's got to change. Now, even if you're struggling with some of the stuff that I taught today, which I'm going to say, I'll be the first one to tell you, this lesson was pretty loose, pretty stream of consciousness. It's not really precise. If you're just tuning into the channel, a lot of my lessons are a lot more orchestrated than this one. This is a road lesson. Road lessons are hard, but they're also some of my favorite ones, right? But anyway, look, if you're just tuning in, what I'm trying to say is you got to be grateful. You got to try to be grateful. And I know that Thanksgiving is a day that a lot of people want to talk about what happened between us and the Native Americans, because that's a real thing, and it's not right. And a lot of people don't feel like they should celebrate this holiday. So this is exactly the point I'm making. Now, that may all be very true, and it may be important to look at that. But once we look at that and once we acknowledge that, let's look at what the holiday is really about. It's about gratitude. And we don't just practice that on this day. I try to practice that every single day. That's why I love Lee Mack so much. He's talking about today is going to be another great day. Why? He says, because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a truth and a lie. So when you wake up in the morning, you might as well tell it a good damn lie. But the thing is it's not even a lie. You're just telling your mind that as bad as your circumstances may be, we are alive. We are experiencing things. We never know how things are going to work out. That 1 year that I did in jail was some of the best work inside that I've ever done in my life. And I thank God for it every day. Every day I thank God for all of the bad things that happen. And if nothing else, I can use the experience of going through that to help somebody else. So if you're going through something rough right now, which I think most of us, are, maybe not right now, but have been, or some of you maybe, just think we don't know what's going to happen in the future. It might take 20 years before we realize why we went through that, or how that thing that we went through, how our experience with that thing could help somebody else. Okay. Anyway, back to the music. I'm really grateful for the music. I'm really grateful for YouTube. I'm super grateful for Patreon. I'm super grateful for all the people that sponsor this channel and make it happen. Pedal Pad, Pedal Boards, and Lone Wolf Blues Company, and Hohner Harmonicas, and all the people that make it possible for me to play music and have the stuff to play music on a very, very limited income. And I appreciate it. We're out here on the road. Look at this is Phoenix, right? And tomorrow we're driving up to Laguna Beach. Check out my schedule, jasonriccimusic.com or mooncat.org, whichever. And come see me on a show on this West Coast tour. I appreciate you. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to God today for giving me a life, for his eternal and graceful and beautiful forgiveness and love and compassion, and for all of the love that I receive from y'all. And it's immeasurable. Sometimes it's overwhelming. Sometimes I don't have the words to respond when you guys write beautiful comments to me. I don't even know what to say. And I might just put a little heart next to it because I just can't even express how much it means to me. Anyway, yeah, that's what Thanksgiving is. And you know what? That's what every single day has to try to be, even when I don't feel it. That's the best time to do it, is when you don't feel it at all. All right. Love y'all. Bye.